Yeah, Greg. No, I understand how difficult it can be to get that stuff out of Arkham. Yeah, yes, I do. Listen, Mr. Lyons wants that information by this afternoon on his desk, okay? Yeah, I understand. Well, look, put a rush on it for me, would you? Yeah. All right, I appreciate it. Okay, bye. Cecile.
Sam, it was terrible. Oh, she said that we did awful things. She said we did awful things to Jamie, and then she slapped me.
Wait a minute, Cecile, what?
She accused us of doing terrible things to Jamie to make him leave.
Okay, look, Cecile, here. Sit down for a second and try and pull yourself together and tell me who you're talking about.
Rachel. She was at the complex today, and she accused me and you of doing terrible things, making Jamie leave town. She said that after she read the letter that Jamie had left for Mac.
Wait a minute, Jamie left Mac a letter? Well, what did it say?
I don't know. She wouldn't tell me. She said, though, that she is convinced that Jamie has left Bay City for good.
Hey, I've got a wonderful idea. Let's have Louise pack a light picnic lunch, and we'll go way out in the garden down by the pond and have it. Amanda can be with us. She'd love that.
Well, I'd love that. But maybe you can tell me something.
What's that?
What happened at the hospital that puts you in such a good mood?
I am in a good mood, aren't I?
Yes, and I'm glad to see it. It's the happiest I've seen you in a long while. So tell me, what did it?
Well, one thing is, I talked to Russ about Jamie's letter. And he says there's no reason for concern. He talked to Dr. Wagner, who feels that Jamie is stable now, and right now all he needs is to just be left alone.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that what I told you?
Yes, I'll have to listen to you more often.
Yes, I think you will. I am right occasionally.
More than occasionally. But there's something Russ said that disturbs me very much.
What? It's not about your recovery, is it? Have there been any complications?
No complications. In fact, I'm doing better than he expected. In fact, he's going to let me go back to the complex in 2 weeks, as long as I don't overdo, he says.
I'm so glad, Mac. I know it's been difficult for you being confined to the house.
Well, hadn't been all bad.
So what was it that disturbed you?
Russ says that as of tomorrow, I no longer will need an around-the-clock nurse.
Another world.
Jamie said that in a letter, that he wasn't coming back?
I don't know. I think that Rachel might just be assuming that. I really don't know. But she does blame us for Jamie leaving town. She thinks that for all of his problems, she thinks that we drove him away.
Well, what happened between us may have caused Jamie to leave town, but I don't believe for one moment that we're the cause of all of his problems.
Sandy, you think she's right? I mean, you think that that we're the cause for Jamie's leaving?
No, don't misunderstand me, sweetheart. I'm not saying that what we feel is wrong. You and Jamie have been having problems for some time. Now, I left Bay City because I wanted to give you and Jamie the chance to try and solve those problems. I guess it was too late. Anyway, what Jamie's done now with leaving Bay City, I think we're only part of the reason.
What do you mean?
Jamie has had some things happen to him in the past few months. Now, he's tried to cope with them as best he can, but he's never really had the chance to get himself together.
Exactly. I mean, that is exactly what I told Rachel. I mean, I said the reason that all of this is happening is because he's in such bad shape emotionally and mentally. I mean, after what happened at the cabin with those people, I mean, it's no wonder that he's falling apart.
No. That's just the point. See, he isn't falling apart. It's exactly the opposite. Now, the entire week that Jamie and I spent at the hospital, waiting to see whether Mac was going to live or not, he really took charge. I mean, he was in control. Do you realize he made the decision for surgery that saved Mac's life?
Sandy, I just don't know exactly what you're saying.
It's just this. Jamie was okay. He was fine right up until the moment he found out I was Mac's son. Then he and Mac fell out, He left you for reasons I still don't understand, and now he's left Bay City and Cory Publishing. But I don't think he's done what he's done because he's unstable or unable to cope or because he's trying to run away from it.
Then what?
I think that he's left because he needs the opportunity to get a fresh look at himself and his whole life. And to do that, he's got to get away from the people he cares about. Now, Cecile, I'm sure that when Jamie found out about us, he was upset. But he'd already left you, and he knew that that part of his life was over. I think that leaving town for a while is going to do him some good. I mean, it'll give him the time and the space to think clearly. I'm sure he's going to be back.
Oh, Sandy. Thank you. Oh, you've made me feel so much better. Rachel upset me so much. You know, even though Jamie left me, I'd never do anything to hurt him.
I know, baby. Neither would I.
I don't know what I'd do without you. Oh.
Well, that really is good news, isn't it?
Is it?
Oh, of course. It means that you're much better. And Russ already said that you can go back to work soon. I know how important that is to you.
Yes, it does mean a lot. Also means I can go ahead with the drug rehabilitation clinic.
I'm very happy for you, Mac.
Then why is it I get this strong feeling that you aren't exactly overjoyed with this news?
It's nothing. I just...
Just what?
I feel so silly.
Would you please tell me?
Well, it's just... I guess I've kind of dreaded this moment because when I leave, it means that I won't see you or get to be with you anymore.
Doesn't necessarily mean that at all, Alice.
I hope not, Mac.
So no sad faces, okay?
Okay.
And if this is indeed to be our last evening together in this house, I'm going to talk to Louise. I'm going to have her prepare a very special dinner just for you and me. After all, you never can tell. Even one last evening together can hold a lot in store for us.
Who is it?
Only me.
Oh. Well, hi. I haven't seen you in a long time. What brings you over here?
Well, I just thought I'd let you know I've reached a decision about the hockey.
Well, what did you decide?
Well, gonna accept the offer.
I'm glad. You really want to play, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I don't want to turn down this chance. I might not get another one.
Yeah, maybe not. How does Sally feel about it?
Yeah, she's not very happy about it. In fact, we got in a big fight about the whole thing.
Sorry about that.
Told her I really wanted her to go with me.
So what'd she say?
Well, she said that there are too many things here for her. Her job, school, her family. And that she didn't feel she could leave them.
You must be unhappy about that.
Yeah. I love her. I want her to be with me.
And she loves you too, doesn't she?
Yeah, I guess. That's what she says. I guess she's right, though. I shouldn't expect her just to drop everything here and be with me. I mean, it's not like we're married yet. I'm gonna miss her.
But you don't... I mean, you could come and visit Bay City every once in a while.
I plan to.
And the hockey season doesn't last forever.
I know.
So, you don't have to break up, do you?
No? I just thought you might want to know.
Well, yeah, of course. Look, if this is what you want to do, then it's the right decision.
It's what I want. At least that's what I think I want.
It's just one thing.
What's that?
I'm going to miss you. You're very important to me.
mind if I sit with you?
Of course not.
Okay. Sometimes it is just so exasperating trying to find out anything at a hospital.
Something wrong?
Yes, something's very wrong. Jamie's left town. Rachel thinks that he's not coming back. And I tried to see Dr. Wagner to see if she could tell me anything, but she won't talk to me.
Dr. Wagner wouldn't see you?
Well, she saw me all right, but she wouldn't say anything. I mean, after all, I am still Jamie's wife. I'm still very concerned about his welfare.
Well, Cecile, maybe you can take that as a good sign.
Good sign? How could it possibly be a good sign?
I'm sure that if Dr. Wagner really thought something was wrong, she would have said something to warn you. So maybe what she didn't say is just as important as what she could have said.
Maybe you're right. Tell me, kid, how's your brother?
He's fine.
I was really sorry to hear about your father. How's he doing?
Not very well, but he's being treated by some of the best doctors in the country.
Then there's a good chance that he'll recover.
We don't know yet. They said it'd be some time before they could tell.
You and Rick went down to Philadelphia to see him, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Did Marianne go with you?
No, she had left for a nursing seminar on Friday. That was before we'd heard.
Friday? That's odd.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing really. It's just that that's the same day that Jamie left town, that's all.
Sandy. Hi.
Hi, Pat.
Is Philip around?
No, he's not.
Oh. Well, I wanted to talk to him about an article he has to make a decision on.
About the Jason Dunlap, Tracy Merrill article?
Yeah. I didn't know you knew about it.
Yeah, I know. He's decided not to run it.
Oh, I see.
Not that it would make much difference anyway. The person who was most interested in it has already found out.
Russ?
Yeah.
Oh. Afraid I'm responsible for that.
You?
Yeah, I told my father and he told Russ. I just thought it would be better for Russ to find out from my dad rather than read it in the paper. And now I'm not so sure. Russ is very upset. I mean, after Dad and I talked to him, I just had the feeling that there's nothing I can do for him. I wish I'd kept the information to myself.
You would have found out eventually anyway, Pat.
You're right.
And this way you found out from people who care about it.
I wish that made me feel better, but it doesn't. I'm very worried about what Russ is going to do. He is very angry.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Really, why? Did you see him, Sandy?
Yes, I did. After I saw the Wire Service article, I decided I'd go over and have a talk with him.
Oh.
You know, I don't think I ever told you, but I knew Tracy in Las Vegas. She's the one who convinced me to come to Bay City.
Oh. Well, what was Russ's reaction when you told him?
Well, I'm afraid he wasn't very receptive. I tried to explain to him that Ilsa had a tendency to use people and that there's a good chance she used Jason on this thing with Tracy. Jason never meant to hurt her or Russ.
Did he believe that?
I don't know, Pat. I honestly don't. But for his sake, I hope so.
Do you want me to ask Louise to bring you something?
Oh, no, Mom, thank you. I really don't want anything.
Okay. Well, let's sit down over here. We can talk.
All right.
You've made a decision, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
What'd you decide?
I'm staying here.
Oh, honey, I really think you've made the right decision.
I don't feel too good about it right now, but...
Why?
Leigh and I had a big fight about it.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry.
I tried so hard to make him understand how I felt. But he still wants me to go to Madison with him.
Well, then he's going to take the job with the hockey team.
Yeah, he is. And, Mom, I know that he has to do it. I mean, it's important to him. But what I do at Cory, well, that's important to me, too.
I know it is. And it can't have been an easy decision for you to make.
No. You know what the worst thing is, though? He doesn't think I love him. Because I won't go to Madison with him, but I do. I love him very much.
I'm sure Leigh knows that.
No, I'm not so sure he does.
Oh, honey. I know that it's hurting both of you to know that you have to be separated for a while. But you might find that it's the best thing for you. It could serve to strengthen your love.
I don't see how that's going to happen. I mean, we're going to be so far apart. We won't be together.
Well, it's not like you won't have any contact at all, Sally. There is the phone, you know, and you can always write to each other.
I suppose so. But it really won't be like being together.
Well, of course it won't. Being apart is going to be very hard for both of you. But I think you and Leigh can learn a valuable lesson from this.
What's that?
Well, if your love is going to survive, neither of you can impose your will on the other. You should both have the right to pursue your own careers, and this can mean that at times you will be separated to do it. But your love doesn't have to die just because you're apart.
I know you're right. It still just worries me a little bit.
I know, but it'll work out. You'll see.
Oh, I hope so. Anyway, I wanted to ask you something.
Sure. What is it?
Do you think it would be all right if I moved back in with you and Grandpa?
Of course. We'd love to have you. You don't even have to ask.
Okay. I'm going to be registering next week for the fall semester for school.
You're going back to school then?
Yeah.
Oh, Sally, I'm so pleased.
Yeah, and I'm also going to be working part-time over at Cory. And I just don't want to be alone in that apartment. It would be just too miserable for me.
Well, you can move back in the house whenever you want. In fact, it'll be fine because I'm moving back in tomorrow myself. Honey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just a little worried.
About Leigh?
No, about the both of us. I just wonder what's going to happen to us.
I want to talk to you.
Oh, hi, Rick.
Don't hi-Rick me. I really don't appreciate you sending Joey to finish a job you started.
Well, you wouldn't listen to me, and I hoped you'd listen to him.
It didn't work, because I wouldn't talk to him.
Yeah, I know. Joey told me.
Good, and I hope you remember that in the future. Look, I love you more than anything. It's just that I can run my own life without help. Thank you.
Well, sometimes I'm not sure.
Kid, I'm in no mood to talk about this right now, so please, please let me live my own life.
Rick, do you have a minute? I'd like to talk to you.
If it's about Blaine, I don't want to talk
It's not about Blaine. It's about Marianne.
What about Marianne?
I don't know.
Kid, come on.
Well, I was in the cafeteria having some coffee, and Cecile came in.
Riding through on her broomstick, no doubt.
Jamie's missing.
Again?
Apparently. Cecile was there to see Dr. Wagner because Rachel feels he may not be coming back to Bay City.
And she's worried about him? I don't believe that for a minute. What does this have to do with Marianne?
Well, it was something that Cecile said.
Here it comes.
She asked how you were. And then she asked me if Marianne had gone to Philadelphia with us to see Dad.
So?
So I told her no. Marianne was at a nursing seminar, and, you know, she'd left on Friday.
And?
And she seemed surprised. She said it was very odd because that was the same day that Jamie had left or disappeared or whatever.
So Cecile is stirring the kettle again, is she? She's inferring that Jamie and Marianne left town together and now are off somewhere, which further justifies her divorce, doesn't it?
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, well, that's because you don't think like Cecile, thank goodness.
Rick, You don't think it's possible that Jamie and Marianne could have gone away together? Hey, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It's stupid. I mean, you're right. It's just another one of Cecile's lies.
Yes, but why would she say such a thing? What does she have to gain? Jamie's left her, and she doesn't seem that broken up about it. I don't know.
Hey, come on, you're beginning to sound like me.
All right.
One of us is bad enough. Okay? Look, I gotta get back to the ECU. You coming?
Yeah, in a minute.
Okay.
Blaine. Hi, this is Rick.
Jason? Oh, Sandy?
How you doing? Hi, yeah, I'll take a Scotch Rocks, please.
Make that two.
Jason, I know you're going through some rough times right now, but I don't want Melissa involved in it.
Look, Sandy, I don't want her mixed up in this any more than you do. I've told her to stay out of it.
She hasn't, has she?
No.
No.
In fact, she went over to see Russ Matthews to talk to him.
That sounds like something Melissa would do. So what'd you tell her?
That he wouldn't let this thing drop.
That's the same thing you told me.
Oh, that's right. Melissa told me you'd been over to see him. Tell me something, will you?
What?
Wait.
Thanks.
Why'd you do it? Why'd you go over to see him?
I don't know, Jason. I thought it might help. I told him about those last few days in Vegas. You know, Tracy and I had got to be kind of close, Jason. She was a good lady.
The best.
I told him I didn't think Tracy would want him to try and get back at you.
But he wouldn't listen, right?
That's right. You know, Jason, Melissa's a good lady, too.
I know that. Maybe more than you realize.
Jason, I'm going to be honest with you. I told Melissa I didn't think you were any good for her. She didn't want to listen to me. She loves you very much, you know.
I know.
Well, because she loves you, there's nothing any of us can say that's going to keep her from getting involved in what's happening to you. So I want you to watch out for her, Jason. I don't want anything to happen to that lady. Do you understand? I don't want her hurt.
I don't want her hurt either, Sandy. You're right, you know.
Yeah, about what?
I just told Melissa. about me not being good enough for her.
Jason, it doesn't make any difference what I think. Like I said, that lady loves you. So you watch out for her, Jason. Because if anything happens to her, you're not going to have just Russ Matthews to worry about. You'll have me, too.
I thought you might like some tea, Mr.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Louise. I'd love some.
Can I get you anything else?
No, that'll be just fine. Oh, yes, there is one thing.
Yes, Mr. Cory?
Dinner tonight.
You said you wanted something special.
Very special, as this is to be Mrs. Frame's last evening with us, you know.
That's what you said.
I hope it's not going to cause you too much trouble on such short notice.
Not at all. In fact, I'll be most pleased to prepare a special dinner for Mrs. Frame's last night.
Thank you. And would you do one more thing for me? Would you call the florist? Tell him to send over a lot of red roses and one white one.
I'll take care of it right away.
Thank you.
Larry, is that you? Cory? Somebody there?
Hi, Melissa.
Hi, yourself. I saw you talking to Jason over there.
That's right, I was.
About what?
Russ Matthews
And?
you. I told him I didn't want you involved in that mess.
Now, you have absolutely no right to do that, Sandy.
Oh, yeah? Well, I think I do. You mean a lot to me, Melissa. I don't want to see you hurt.
Well, there is no way that you or anybody else is going to keep me out of Jason's problems. I love him. I am going to do everything I can to help him.
Yeah, I know. But I just wanted Jason to know how I feel about it.
Well, I just wish that you hadn't done that.
Why?
Because he feels terrible about it as is. He's frightened. He's guilty. He never wanted this to happen.
Yeah, but it did happen, Melissa. And Russ Matthews is not just going to let this drop.
He's been drinking all day. I'm really worried about him.
Oh, listen, babe, he's going to be all right. Tell you what, why don't you buy me a drink, okay? Excuse me, bartender. I'll take scotch on the rocks, white wine for the lady.
So, anybody heard about Jamie?
No, not yet. I'm starting to get kind of worried about him, too. You know, it's almost as if the guy dropped off the face of the earth or something.
Does anybody know where he is?
Oh, I imagine he just went to get a clearer view of himself.
So I guess he'll come back.
Yeah, when he's ready. Although, you know, Melissa, there's something about the way the guy left that really bugs me.
What?
Well, when he left, he really tied off all the loose ends, you know? I mean, it's very, very tidy, very organized. It's like he got Brian to file for a divorce, got everything squared away at the complex, and he left letters for Mac and Rachel.
Sounds like you don't think he's ever going to come back.
And I wish I knew, Melissa. I really do.
You got a minute?
No, I'm leaving. Is it important?
Well, not really. I just have to check with you about next week's schedule.
It can wait.
Well, yeah, but I'd
Rick.
like to get it...
Rick, I have to leave. I'm going.
Is something wrong?
No.
Russ.
I said no. I'll talk to you later.
I'm sorry you'll no longer be staying with us, Mrs. Frame. But, of course, Mr. Cory is well enough now to take care of himself.
Oh, Louise, I don't think I'll be missed too much around here. You handle everything beautifully.
Thank you. I try.
Don't say you won't be missed, Alice. You will be missed very much. Amanda, for one, will miss you a lot. She's really loved having you here with us.
Perhaps now Mrs. Cory can spend more time here to make up for Mrs. Frame's absence.
Yes, well, I suppose Rachel and I could discuss that.
If you need anything, I'll be in the kitchen.
Thank you. You look exquisitely lovely tonight.
I'm glad you suggested we dress. It's made the evening very special. And that was a lovely dinner. So wonderful out here.
Yes, it is wonderful. Now that we're getting into the last of September, we won't have many more of these warm evenings.
I think this is the prettiest part of the house.
I just can't get over how lovely you look by moonlight.
Mac, you're flattering me too much tonight. You make me self-conscious.
It's not flattery. You simply are lovely. And your loveliness is enhanced by the evening light. That's all I'm saying. She walks in beauty like the night.
I'm going to miss you, Mac. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't want to spoil the evening.
You haven't spoiled anything. Quite the contrary. I'm glad to know that you're going to miss me, or that you think you're going to miss me.
What? I don't understand.
Well, if it's true that you'll miss me, that's just a perfect lead-in to what I want to do right now.
Very pretty tonight.
Thank you. Leigh, I don't want us to fight. Not tonight.
Okay. What's this?
Well, I wanted tonight to be something special. We're not going to have very much time together. I even cooked you dinner all by myself.
Cooked?
Uh-huh. You sound surprised.
Well, I am, I guess. I was led to believe you didn't do anything in the kitchen.
Well, Clarice told me that spaghetti was your favorite, so I got the recipe from her. Why don't we sit down over here? I suppose that this should be to us.
To us.
I talked to my mom today.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna be moving back into my grandfather's house.
Oh, yeah, I guess that'd be kind of a good idea. You won't be alone.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom thinks that we're doing the right thing.
She does.
Uh-huh.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I think that we both know what we want to do, and that right now we have the opportunity to do it, and we can't let that go by. I've been doing a lot of thinking about us. Things don't have to end just because we're not going to be together.
I know. I've been doing a lot of thinking, too, and, well, we don't have to lose touch just because we're going to be in different cities. We can call each other. Uh-huh. Right.
Uh-huh, and, maybe being apart will kind of make our love a little stronger, huh?
guess. I'm gonna miss you, Sally.
I'm gonna miss you too.
I never meant for you to die, babe. I didn't mean for anybody to die. I tried to stop it. I was too late, Tracy. Oh, it's too late. Tracy. Oh, Tracy.
Lead in. What are you talking about, Mac?
It's just that I'm going to do something now that I've been thinking about for some time.
What? You're teasing me. You really have me intrigued now. What is it?
No, I'm not trying to tease you, honestly. It's just that I've been trying to find the right time and place to say something that's very important. And now is the time. And this is the place for saying it.
Saying what?
You know, I prided myself for many years on being able to approach things in a very orderly, logical way.
That's one of the things I admire in you.
Yes, but over the past months, I've made a lot of mistakes because I waited so long while I was trying to think things through. You remember we had the conversation before about how my lack of action has caused me to lose many things that would have been very important in my life.
You said that you were never going to lose your tomorrows because of the things you didn't do today.
That's exactly right, and I meant it. When I want something now, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to step right in there and try to get it.
And do you want something now?
Yes, I do.
What?
You.
Oh, Matt.
But there's something I've got to say to you. I hope you don't think that all of this is happening too fast. I hope you don't think that I'm just rebounding from a very unpleasant situation. What Rachel and I had together, it was very special. And it'll always be in my memory. But she's put an end to that. I realize we've both got to get on with our lives. Well, she has Mitch, and I... Over these past months, and especially these past few weeks, when you've been taking care of me here at home, I've come to realize how very, very much I want to be near you. I want to touch you, see you, how very much I need you as a part of my life. This red rose is my passion for you. And this white rose, that's my love for you. Will you be my wife?
and set myself up for the fall. But if I fall, I wanna do it, baby. Well, from the highest mountain of all. So they don't know, baby, how you move me when there's nobody else around.
Jason. Jason.
10 feet off the ground. No. You make me feel.
You sit right there. You and I are going to talk.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another Work.